Minecraft is finally heading to China. What does that mean?
Yes, Minecraft surprisingly hasn't gotten a foothold in China. Actually, interestingly, I'm looking at the news today. There hadn't even been like a whole slew of clones like we've seen in the United States. The Minecraft genre, for whatever reason, the building and making blocks and making a town kind of game hasn't really blown up there. But it looks like Microsoft, Mojang, the creators and developers of Minecraft, have inked a deal with a Chinese software distributor that has already been in the business of putting out Western games in China. This is a group of people who had put out World of Warcraft and Hearthstone. They're going to be putting out Overwatch, basically all of the big Blizzard hits. And that deal has been struck. The games will be coming to computers and smartphones at some point in the near future. That date hasn't been set yet. That news may not seem all that interesting to somebody in the West going, well, Minecraft, okay, I guess that's been around for a while and China's finally going to get their crack at it. But what it signifies here is this is sort of what I think is the final piece of the Minecraft acquisition. $2.5 billion, I believe, or give or take a few bazillion, was spent to secure Minecraft. And Microsoft, I believe, was in a better position than anybody else to spend time and energy into navigating what it takes to release a game in China. Short version, it's a pain in the butt. Getting a Western game or any software, really any product released in China, if you're not from China, requires a lot of permits, a lot of higgledy-piggledy. And even then, if you don't have something that is local in China, you're still sort of screwed. So Microsoft had to find a partner that was already established and already set as a local, not foreign company to make something like Minecraft sellable in China. So that's the first step, is having a Chinese company come in. The second question is going to be, how will Minecraft look in China? Now, China is a microtransaction sort of economy when it comes to software. You're not seeing people go to stores and buy boxed copies of things. And Minecraft is, from the ground up, built as kind of a premium experience in that you pay at least $7 for a mobile version, if not 10, 15, 20 for some of these other versions, in order to get the entire experience unlocked. No subscription fees. The one exception is that on the Xbox, you can pay for DLC, for these costumes and skins. So I had actually, in my piece, spoken with a man who used to work for PopCap's Shanghai division and had a lot of expertise and wisdom to offer about what it is that's so weird about this sort of Chinese deal. He is suggesting that a really localized version of Minecraft could be coming. Now, Minecraft, he said, might do very well because it sort of espouses these sorts of values, and Chinese regulators really like to make sure that their games instill lots of good values. They've actually blocked the ability to steal in certain games, so you can't in a social mobile game just steal stuff from a neighbor. That's blocked, as is a mafia crime sort of thing. The values have to be espoused in this very specific China-friendly way, and there could very well be a weird sharing communism Minecraft to come. We really have no idea what that could be. It may very well just be sort of a skinning of local characters or local concepts. The man I spoke to who had been at PopCap said that the Great Wall edition of Plants vs. Zombies that PopCap put out in China was the one that put them sort of over the top and got local Chinese players to give a crap about Plants vs. Zombies. So this announcement is very skin on details, but it should be interesting to see how Microsoft, Mojang, and China all sort of come in to cahoots together to help that many more millions of people build little block towns with their friends.
Well, I feel like part of Minecraft does sort of feel communist too. I mean, everybody's working together, and but there are things you can blow up cows. Apparently, that might not be acceptable.
I can't even begin to think of how many jokes we could have about what the creepers might actually mean in terms of China's propaganda and things like that. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this line of humor. But there's certainly the community aspect of it and socialist jokes right here and there. Let's go crazy some other segment. That's not for me right now.
Okay.
I mean, traditionally, the Chinese government has had a very sort of tough line when it came to video games. They're not keen on consoles. They try and keep a lid on this. What is it about this about Minecraft that has taken so long? Is it just that attitude, or is it just that there wasn't really the demand?
I think Microsoft coming in 2 years ago, I think 2 years is a reasonable amount of time for a giant company to stop and go, what's the best way to do it? There may have been a bidding war behind the scenes in which Microsoft said, hey, which of you wants to take a cut of this guaranteed cash? I think that seems to me more likely than any sort of regulation worry. And I just think on top of having to just fill out a bazillion forms just to get it going. So 2 years seems like a reasonable amount of time for this to happen. And I don't think that Mojang was necessarily interested in putting forth the legwork. I would imagine that Notch, the Marcus Persson, that was his nickname, he was the original creator of Minecraft, and he left the company right when the Microsoft money came in. I don't think he had any interest in building an app or dealing with the business of having to release software any way other than here you go. He was very, very proud of the software just being sold, or not even sold, just being very easy to grab and easy to enjoy. So I imagine this is a lot more of Microsoft saying, okay, well, we just spent $2.5 billion. Let's go ahead and hit the Chinese market and do what it takes to be accessible there.
So the mobile version is available and the PC version, but not the Xbox version? Or yes?
The Xbox One is out, and as has been said, it's kind of locked down. Console distribution and sales are weird in China, but Microsoft's Xbox One is out there in limited numbers, so you can play Minecraft on an Xbox One already in China. And in fact, Microsoft reached out to me to let me know that, but that's not saying much. This is going to be a much bigger impact. A lot more people have smartphones and have access to internet cafes. That tends to be where you're going to see games like League of Legends, which is very huge in China, be played. So I think it's really getting on computers that's going to make a big splash and get a lot more Chinese people playing and assumedly spending money on the world of Minecraft.
Well, you can read Sam's whole piece on this. It's fascinating. I mean, Minecraft is the most popular video game in the world at this point, right?
It's right up there, and right next to League of Legends and a lot of these others. It's huge. So yeah, this is only going to make it bigger. I can't imagine it launching in China and tanking.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of the players are young, so it's not like some video games that might be aging out. They're just coming in.
Right.